What up, people? This is New Orleans. This is Evan Cory's live stream. I'm going to go Facebook Live on this too. But I also want to record this match and do like a little director's cut and scoreboard it, so even if it doesn't show up on Facebook Live, you'll have it. Welcome, everybody. Jason DeBeas, not on court side. That's Bill Kolinske. This is Evan Cory. I'm going to fix the score for you guys because the score is 11-10 with the technical timeout. Or after the technical timeout, it's 11-10, Ratledge, and Kolinske. There's a block, and I think striking first blood on the side switch. Score is now 11-11. Once again, thank you for having me in your living room. I'm Jason DeBeas. Here's my little chroma key scoreboard, if you will, and there's Ed Ratledge on the cross body. Score is now 12-11. We're in the first set in this winner's bracket match. This is Evan Cory's live stream. I'm just kind of like bum and borrowing a little bit, you know, little director's cut for anyone that wants to see a different version of this that actually has a scoreboard. Ed Ratledge with the mini jump floater. Right shoulder serve, perfect. Lefty to lefty, Cory, Doug. Looking for 12. Bill. Wow, that might have been an open hand. And Ed Ratledge in true gangly form. Waffles went out of bounds, and now we have a tie score. Bill Kolinske. Evan Cory. New partnership this year. Evan Cory moved to California. Landed right in each other's laps. Great relationship. And there's your... that's it. There's your crossbite again. There's your dig. Wow. It looks like a down ball situation. And now for the first time this game, this match and this set, Evan Cory and Bill Kolinske lead by 1. Yeah, relationship fell in each other's lap. He moved here and Bill needed a partner. He needed a partner because Logan Weber was going to play with John Hayden. And here they are together in his hometown in New Orleans. Kenner product, Evan Cory. That ball is crossover, and yep, looks like that's Team Ratledge and Evans. Ratledge, the big gangly lefty, winner of the AVP San Francisco Open in 2018 with Rafa Rodriguez. I think it's safe to say we can call them the reigning defending champs. They haven't had one since. That's Miles Evans with the serve. Bill line over, and nice touch by Miles. Miles on transition. Not yet. Good up and down. Cory, line. Got it. (14-13). We got a switch, and I missed the switch, but I guess I'm going to find out in a minute, depending on who's serving. Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually just trying to fix some technical stuff here, and at the same time, walk and chew gum, so bear with me, but don't get undressed. I think it's Ed's serve. I don't think Miles serves. I think he was the last server, jump server. If you guys see this, just share. Share with as many people as possible. Evan Cory, I happen to like him very much, and Bill Kolinske is a lovable guy, and here we are following them all the way to New Orleans, Louisiana. There's a short serve. That ball trickles into the net. Now nursing a 1-point lead. It's Evan Cory and Bill Kolinske. Kolinske, Wisconsin native. played basketball before he took up volleyball. First time I saw him play, AVP Manhattan, New York. He was playing with Avery Drost. There's a 1-over and a free ball situation. Ratledge. This time has his wind up, gets blocked. Nice discipline. Miles. Wow. Dropped like a ton of bricks. Knotted at 15 up. Miles with the serve, left shoulder to Kolinske. Bill. Wow, nice patience on the 4-block switch. Miles off the block and transitions. Miles Evans. Slew of partners the last 3 years. Actually made a finals in Hermosa Beach with Avatar, Ryan Doherty. Pays to have a giant at the net, and here he is with another giant at the net. Wow, trying to use the block, and Ed did not touch that ball, and now there's a 2-point lead. Let's see if they call timeout. Yep, very smart. Evan kind of patted his lap a little bit. I know he wanted to go another play, but sometimes you need to save you from yourself. I mean, as a general rule, at this level, you lose 3 points in a row, timeout is the way to go. Nice little welcome back match for Evan Cory. Last year in Coconut Beach, he was the winner, defeating Rafa Rodriguez and Piotr Marciniak in the finals 2-0, along with Logan Weber. One of the best matches he played in his life, and definitely a defining moment when you consider who he had to go through, the field he had to go through. I thought Baranek and Troy Field played a good tournament that a year ago. Andrew Dentler played with John Ferrari. I thought Andrew Dentler, that was one of the best tournaments I've ever seen him play, and John Ferrari was absolutely masterful. So winners of the men's last year was Evan Cory and Logan Weber, and the women, Kristen Nuss and Taryn Cloth over the Brazilians via forfeit, cramping issues, and that's what happens when you play in this humid weather. (15-17). Thank you for joining me. We're in the first set. Miles, floater, short to Bill Kolinske. Bill goes cross court. Miles times it perfectly. Transition, Miles. Inseam, got it. Another point, that is 4 unanswered points. Miles Evans and Ed Ratledge. Evans and Kolinske, former partners, matched up against each other, if you will. Multiple time Sunset winners, or Seaside winners, and I believe Oregon. Looks like I missed a point on that. I'm going to go back. I think it's 16-17. I guess Miles hit that one long, so sorry about that, guys. That's what happens when you got me. Ed Ratledge, mini jump floater. This time they go to Evan Cory. And that might be a mistake. I think if you're getting all those points as Evan Cory demonstrates that that's a mistake. And let's call this 17-18. Yeah, you serve Bill 3 times in a row. You got to keep riding him until Bill produces. And I thought serving Evan Cory left shoulder to a left-handed player who's red hot, playing in his own hometown. There's a short serve, and Miles has to dive for it, and sorry, Ed had to dive for that. Miles puts it over on 2. Cory gets the yahoos. I'm gonna check the score from the AVP people, and that's it. It's 18 up. True to form, 18 up. Will they go short again at Ratledge? Why not? And timeout is called, and good job waiting as long as they can to see if they actually wanted to call timeout. And timeout. That's it. Once again, thank you for having me in your living room. Cory, thank you for allowing me the privilege of live streaming this, or actually doing a director's cut via your live stream. Mad respect. I appreciate that. I just want to do a share to my news feed. Interesting. There's a side out at Ratledge. Score is 19-18. Obvious is obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Who's gonna blink after the 17-18 switch? Miles Evans jump serve, and that one hits the tape, and right now that's a volleyball no-no if you're trying to win this match. Got a little bit of wind blowing at him. You'd rather risk going long. If you see where the flags are blowing, you'd rather risk going long. At least Cory and Kolinske have a decision to make. But if you go into the net, that takes that decision away. Ratledge on 2. And now I'm going to fix the score for you guys. That's 20-19. Set point opportunity number 1 for the veteran. And I guess we can call Miles. I'll say veterans. We can call Miles Evans a veteran now just because he looks young. He's got a lot of miles on him. Par for the course. Bill Kolinske caught high. There's a set out of the middle. Kolinske patiently goes cross court. And now here we are, 2020. Miles goes cross court. Oh, man. Cory kicking himself in the pants over that one because he was all over that and unfortunately can't execute. Set point opportunity number 2 for Kolinske and Evans. Excuse me, for Kolinske and Evans. I keep saying that because they're former partners. Evans and Ratledge. Another serve into the net. I don't even think Miles was the right server. If memory serves me correctly, I think Miles was the server previous to that and also served the ball into the net. So here we are at 21-21. You guys could help me with that one. Up. Wow, a little bit of a whip, but Miles handles it nicely. A little one-arm set. A desperation play turns into a lemons into lemonade play, and set point opportunity number 3 goes to Ed Ratledge. Miles Evans. Ed Ratledge, UCLA product. Miles Evans, I believe, was a gaucho. I think he only played a year, but he made a led decision to take his talents to the beach, and he's been there ever since. And there is the block. Wow, he has to go over. That was a desperation play. And now for the set. Miles puts it away. 23-21. That's the first set, people. I'm going to keep it up there for the people still tuning in, and then I'll reset the score in a minute. Let's go to other scores. Tony Rodriguez and Savvy Simo right now in the third set against Emily Day and Haley Howard, exchanging 21-19s. Phil Dahlhauser and Casey Patterson beat Noah Dyer and Chase Frischman 21-19, but now trail by 6-7 in the second set. And those are the three matches happening right now. Thanks for allowing me to be my home base. I set the chroma key to white so I can edit the scoreboard in. So hope you guys can still see it and make it out. All right, we're back in the second set. Of course, winners of the first set. Miles Evans, Ed Ratledge leading 1-0. Let's do a nice little reset on all the scoreboards. And there we go. Finally shared this to my regular news feed. Just trying to get it out there as much as I can. Good pass by Evan Cory. There's the up and down set. Cory cut over. Nice balance, nice command. And you got Miles Evans roaming in the back row. You really got to be careful with telegraphing your shots. There's up and down, Ratledge, cross court, and Evan Cory on the move. Looked like he dived into it before he made the contact, or just lost control of his footing, but the net result is the same. It's 1-1. Here's the up and down set. Bill, nice coverage. Bill on two, and wow, did that one fall. Miles Evans, usually one of the best players at taking care of the controllable of down ball, free ball situations, and on twos. Usually anything that's up and down, Miles has speed and quickness, twitch muscles to run it down. There's a line over, and Evan this time more balanced on the day. Can he transition? My goodness. Wow. I'm going to check score. I think it's 3-2. Possibly. I got 3-1. Okay, I'm right. It is around that time of day. It's 4:08 in the Pacific. It's 7:08 in New Orleans. People just getting off of work, and I know there's a center court there, but my guess and estimate is that there's a whole bunch of local people supporting their hometown guy. Their hometown guy being Evan Cory. Kolinske gets blocked, is not able to recover. I'm going to check the score for you guys because I just really have the one job, don't I? So it's 3-3. Wow, another nice cover. Evan Cory bops off the block, and Ed Ratledge turns his hand in very nicely, which it's what you're really supposed to do, but unfortunately that bounce upwards went the other way, and first switch, nursing a 1-point lead is Evan Cory and Bill Kolinske. Evan Cory pretty much made his name on Facebook. The man pretty much the last 2 years has been live streaming every single match he's played every single weekend. And every single weekend he's been in the finals winning, or in the finals losing, and here he is with one of the better partners he's had in his career. The patient Bill Kolinske. It's now 4 up. Thanks for joining me. Kind of a little director's cut. Not actually doing like color commentary per se. I'm just on the mic talking smack. It's a nice hold on his platform by Miles and Miles. Goes line over, that's Doug and Ed taking care of business, and Miles going over the block, over the dig, and in. Leading by 1 in the set, but trailing 0-1 in the match. It's Cory and Kolinske. Pretty good pass by Ed, and Ed, wow. When he has that approach and he has that court vision, very, very hard to stop. It's the reason why he's called the Eagle. He's got a set of wings that can hug everybody, even here in Hermosa Beach. There's a short serve, handled okay by Bill. There's a drifter, line over, got it. For those of you who see the direction the flags are blowing, my guess is it's blowing kind of left to right on our TV screen, right? Maybe on a little diagonal. You guys can post and tell me. Oh, it's a pretty easy call by the ref. And to the ref's credit, he didn't wait for it to come out. For those of you listening at home, a double is not how it comes out. A double is how it comes in. And if you're going to start low and then take it low, and I guess you're the victim of your own spin or lack thereof. Miles over the top, Doug looking for 7. Actually looking for 8. Cory, Doug. I think there's a net violation. Let's see what the refs call. Oh, that ball's out. Okay. Maybe a timeout is in order. Evan Cory, nice. Left-handers cut on that. Miles handled it beautifully. There's a dig, and that's blocked, covered. Wow, Ed Ratledge with a simulated dive, the courtesy roll, if you will. And there's the switch. That's a 5-2 switch. Evan's got good coaches. Big shout out to the New Orleans crew. Big shout out to Jamie, I believe. Big shout out to Bruce, who doesn't need a last name. Everybody knows him as Bruce. Big shout out to Sean Ladig, always at the scene of the crime for these things. And there is a block. Bill Kolinske again. Very, very, very disciplined. Sometimes you're tempted to go after the hitter instead of the ball, and he stayed disciplined on his call. Look, and that look. If you look back at the camera, I thought that was just like a 2, but he did like a jump 4-block switch, if you will. And timeout is called. Trailing 10-5. Such a fun match to watch, guys. On the other scores, we have Phil and Casey trailing by 4 against Frischman and Noah Dyer. Momentum-wise, looks like that can go to the third set. And speaking of third sets, Emily Day and Haley Howard lead 8-6 against Tony Rodriguez and Savannah Slattery. It's now 8-7. Savvy Simo and Tony Rodriguez trail 7-8 in the third set. If you see this video, share Evan Cory's, share mine, share NY Varsity Sports, share as much as you can, because this is the court that does not have a camera stream from the AVP. So this is pure us. All right, we're back from the timeout. Evan goes to Ed, and good timeout, I guess. That ball's out, and stopping the bleeding, at least for now, it's Miles Evans and Ed Ratledge. Wow, that ball dropped in a hurry. I guess we know where the wind's blowing now, huh? Free ball situation. Miles gets covered. Ed Ratledge back to his feet. Ratledge out of bounds, but I think he got a touch. All right, I think it was just in. All right, one side out, 1 point. Come up with a dig, come up with a block. Ed Ratledge, who's he going to go to on this one? This time he goes to Evan, and that ball luft balloons out of bounds. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Takes me a while to hit my stride. Wow, great touch on 2 by Evans. Racing towards the technical timeout with 2 more points to go. These two are pretty much gonna dictate the momentum. These are not teams that score points in bunches as far as momentum is concerned. So, ooh, that was a little in and out on that set, but wow, and there's an on 2 and there's a net violation. So shot counts and the foul. It is now 11-9. And Evans and Ratledge are 1 point away from sitting pretty from where they were on the previous switch. Trailed as much as 9-5 on the switch, and now only trailed by 2. There's a jump serve, and that ball sails out of bounds, and there's your technical timeout. Leading by 3 in the set, but trailing 0-1 in a match are Evan Cory and Bill Kolinske. Let's go to some scores. Yeah, Noah Dyer and Chase Frischman lead Phil and Casey by 5. That's 19-14 the second set. For all intents and purposes, that looked like that's going to third set. And on the other court, Tony Rodriguez and Savvy Simo now lead 11-9 in the third set. You can catch those matches on YouTube. The AVP has a live stream for Court 1 and for Senate Court on YouTube. But for the hometown guy, I want to sound like I'm criticizing, but honestly, I think being on Facebook Live should feel right at home for Evan Cory. All right, we're back from the technical timeout. Trailing by 3 is the Eagle and Big Slim. Wow, beautiful shot. I mean, again, when he sees the court and when he has good contact, Very, very hard individual to stop. The wind looked like it's giving them the business a little bit. If you look at the direction the flags are blowing. Again, left shoulder serve. There's the drifter to Bill and Miles with a dig. Transition, Miles. Stuffed. Bill got him. One apiece from the technical. A great dig by Miles. Look, hey, fast break volleyball. Sometimes you just got to take a swing. Let's see where Savissimo and Tony Rodriguez is. That's 12-10, I believe, on, I don't know which court. That's court 1. Phil catching up on stadium court. This one's 11-13. Miles Evans again, position 4. Heavy 4, and Bill saw the 4-block switch. Challenge Ed's cross court. Ed, who's usually notorious for getting his left hand in there and just piking in and cutting that off, looked like he penetrated a little late on that, and Bill able to sneak it through. Wow, that ball's out. That was a lot out. I believe it's Miles' serve right now. That's curious. Okay. I guess it's Ed's. This time they go to Cory. Cory likes that up and down out of the middle. And Miles with a beautiful touch. And Ed with the pimp slap. Did he get it? No, free ball situation. Whoa, a little husband and wife. And cleaning up that marriage or divorce is Bill Kolinske. Great free ball situation. Great bring back by Bill. And Evan presenting problems on something I affectionately refer to as a controllable by someone like Miles Evans, or Ed for that matter. All right, here we are, 15-12. Match point for Tony Rodriguez and Savissimo. I think by that big roar of affection strongly suggests that the hometown girl, Tony Rodriguez, another Louisiana product, and Savissimo have closed out. Emily Day. And I don't even remember who Emily's playing with, sorry. We got 15-12, we got one for the switch. There's a nice jump floater by Bill, and there's the cover, but unfortunately the cover goes backwards, and now they find themselves trailing by 4. By steady Bill and the hometown hero. Tony Rodriguez, winner on court 1. You expect to see a lot of New Orleans support and Louisiana support to drift over there and check out court 2. Bill with a jump floater. And there's a free ball situation. Evan takes it. Evans hungry. Evans in the mood to play. Cross court. Got it. And now they have to make sure their big wave doesn't crash, right? You got a 7-point lead. You look like you're running away on the second set. You still got a whole third set to play. So make sure your big wave doesn't crash. Make sure your momentum is high but not too high, because what comes up must come down. And I believe there's a replay. Wait for the whistle or a foot fault. Let's see what the ref says. The ref said you stepped on the line. Evan says you're full of it. Now the lead is 13. Excuse me, the lead is 4. There's a nice serve out of position 4, and they're continuing to work Bill out of position 4. And here's a free ball situation. Bill on the up and down, and Evan, Cory's one cross court, and now they need 3 more to bring this to the third set. Very, very important. So many players out there. You've seen it. You've seen them lose a game and then win the second set by a lot, and then the third set is kind of this weird, nervous energy. Even on this level, on this professional level of elite athletes. All right. There goes Bill with the serve. And suddenly, my thing shows up. That's weird. There you go, that's better. And I missed that whole point, so we're going to check the score again. Sorry about that, guys. All right, we have 15-19. Win for the switch. Evan Cory sneaks it through the tapes, sneaks it through the uprights, and there's your switch, a commanding 20-15 lead. All telltale signs. I mean, Captain Obvious here. Looks like it's going to the third set. And for now, I exceeded my maximum bit rate, so I got to get out of this, unfortunately. See you guys at third set. All right, got to end this live stream. And end. There it is. All right, here we are. We're in the third set. Thank you for joining me. We're in the beginning of the third set. Winners of the second set, 21-15 with Cory and Kolinske. There's a cover. They've done a really, really good job covering each other. And, of course, when you have a giant eagle at the net blocking with a wingspan that's equivalent to a walking group hug, you have to make sure you're there to cover. That's something I'd like to see more from just a general slew of professional players. You know, if you're going to set competitively, make sure you're at the scene of the crime to cover. There's a nice high line, but an even better dig by Cory. Lefty to lefty, line over and striking first blood ×2. It's Evan Cory. Wow. He's got the wind at his back, literally and figuratively. He's got a big crowd supporting him. There's a cutover or a nice high jumbo. Not too much of a jumbo when you're all the way up there. And getting on the board for the third set is Miles Evans and Ed Ratledge. Ed with the serve. An okay pass. There's the drifter set. Cory likes that. He likes that wrist away, the term I like to people like to use the least, but at least on this one it was appropriate. So here we go. Scores 3-1. We're one away from the switch. This third set is to 15. You switch sides every combined 5 points. There is no more scoring freeze for the AVP. Wow, that's a perfect disciplined weight. That was just a pure 2-block, and there's your switch. Some people like to do a late switch, which is equivalent to like a 4, a late switch into the jump cross, and a late switch into the dig line, but Evan just sat there. Evan got there early. He sat there, and Ed Ratledge took the bait and now find themselves trailing by 3. Bill with the floater. Ratledge up and down, and that's his world. Although Evan would like to have that ball back, that is a high percentage set and shot by Ed Ratledge. Ed Ratledge once again winner of San Francisco AVP with Rafa Rodriguez. I think out of the four of these, he's the only one to have a title on a big tour stop. There's Bill with the back set. You got a net violation, so shot counts and the foul. Five 2 is the score. Wow, Miles Evans, he's got a really good crossbody shot. Challenges the line every time, and he always finds a way to get straight line or inseam or just something that produces points for Miles Evans. I met Miles Evans in 2016. He's coming up. He took a 5th place with Kurt Topple at Huntington Beach. Great guy. He's a great guy then. He's a great guy now. And he hasn't changed one bit. There was a touch on that. He knew he had to go, and Bill didn't have to go, and he used the option, if you will, to go. Double in the score, 6-3.
That's ours. That's it.
Yeah, ball's in. Bill with a jump floater. This is up and down, and there's Ed. Looked like he was going to cut and then just changed his mind and went straight middle and got the touch he wanted. There's a side switch, trailing by 2. That's a 3-2 side switch. For the, I wonder if they're the higher seed. No, Miles Evans and Ed Ratledge are the 9 seed, and Evan, Cory, and Bill Kolinske are the 8 seed. No real heavy favorite to win this one. I mean, this is a true 9 versus 8 as far as pick'ems are concerned. I mean, I picked Cory and Bill Kolinske to win this, but there wouldn't be too many surprises if Miles Evans and Ed Ratledge won. First point up the switch. And there goes the camera, but fixed by the locals. Miles. I'm not really sure if that ball would have fell anyway unless it trickled over the tape and burned Evan. But Evan had a great one move to the ball on that crossbody, and now they have themselves a situation. They're going to set up to see if they want to call timeout, if there's enough time. All right. They're ready. There's a short serve, and Miles handles it okay. There's a set out of the middle. Blocked. This time, Ed goes up and down with the set. Miles, again. Vintage Miles Evans with that line shot. He is very, very good at waiting for blockers to penetrate or pulling his trigger before the block can penetrate. He plays a highly intelligent game at the net. Wow, short serve, and Evan, nice balance and leaves the hand up there. Great play by Evan Cory. And again, without the scoring freeze, this can turn into a runaway game. Once again, thank you for joining me. The handful of people who are joining me, because the other 250 people are on Evan Cory's live stream. This is actually Evan Cory's live stream. I'm just providing a little director's cut, and there's transition against the two-man block. 2 up, 2 down for Bill Hayubinski Kolinske. Normally I go timeout, but if the switch is slow enough, you kind of create a little bit of a de facto timeout, and if you hope on coming back, it might be a timeout you'll need later. And there's Ed taking a little bit more time. Very, very smart. A very veteran move by the highly experienced player. Bill Kolinske with the up and down jump floater. Wow, not a good set. And Ed handles it. And that ball, oh, it's out of bounds. And now almost instantaneously is a timeout called by Ratledge and Evans in this winner's bracket round 1 match. Let me see what the brackets look like right now. So Phil and Casey Patterson have match point on Noah Dyer and Chase Freshman. So that was fun while it lasted, but now it's 14-9, and it looks like that game's going to be over. But Noah Dyer, nice coming out party for him. Playing with Chase Freshman, and there's a lot of diehards and casuals, and even some beginners that seen Dyer play before and knew that this moment was not too big for him, and he's ready. And I hope to see more moments like that for the youngster. Look at these girls warm up on a men's net like it's a normal day. Isn't that awesome? I want to take a look at the brackets, because I know there are people on the winner's bracket who are playing again tonight. And Evan Cory, if he wins this, they play Phil and Casey. In which I say, cool. There's the up and down. Ed goes cross court, gets dug. Bill. Wow. Transition. Miles goes for the cut. That ball drips and trickles into the tape. Oops. Sorry, boys. Keep. There's Ed with the dig, and there's the on-two, and that's not the first time we saw Bill do that against this team, and it probably won't be the last time you see him do that against the other teams. Apologies to Old School Volleyball. Tried to share this on your link, got removed. I just thought Old School Volleyball, Ed's old school. Ed's got to be like 47, right? Now we're looking at match point opportunity number 1. A lot of good matches coming up later. Allen and K-Spear, Budinger and Field. The Partain allotment against Banesh and Lucena. All of these matches happening later today, and there's a serve into the net, and there's your switch, which looks like it's going to be the last switch of the match. Bameso, USA. Bameso, thank you for sharing. Bameso is an all-Dominican indoor club team and also has players on the Dominican national team, and those guys are savages. Big summer indoor tournament coming up with visiting countries and also visiting other regions. Florida. It's going to be in New York. It's going to be in Harlem. Netball's out. That was more of a frustration serve, and there's a luff balloon, and so sail the hopes of Ed Ratledge and Miles Evans. Winners, 2-1, people. Cory, Kolinske, on to the next round. Ready for that match tonight. For me, thank you guys. Thanks for allowing me to do a cute little scoreboard. All right? Big up to the hometown kid, Evan Cory. For me, Jason DeBilia. See you later.